Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb. Today, let's start by looking at our stats. It's doing well, but lots of secrets to be found. 11 endings and the epilogue. We're doing well. Today we're going to do a challenge run. Finished run number 1 and 2. Let's just keep going right in order. And let's do Large Marge. I believe the challenge with Large Marge is that every floor that you go to will be a Curse of the Labyrinth floor. Well, that usually is not such a big deal. It does mean we'll have less opportunities for deals with the devil, less shops to go to, and we will have to gain 2 keys on this floor because we do not get a free first item room like you do on a normal run or a non-XL floor. I'm already seeing here that we have some uses for bombs, and we'll of course be doing that. We'll be taking advantage of all of this. Let's start by using 1 bomb down here to get 2. Then we'll go over here to the left and use a bomb here to check for the secret room and get our bomb back. No secret room there, unfortunately. And lastly, we'll be accessing this Tinted Rock, hoping for a damage up. No, but we did get 2 Spirit Hearts. Good pickup. Good beginning, if you will, to this run. The extra Spirit Hearts will prevent us from taking Red Heart damage right from the get-go. My goal for this run, aside from just beating the challenge, of course, is to hopefully get some new items. It's been a while since I think we've seen some new unobtained items yet. Deals with the devil would also be nice. We have unlocked Mom's Knife, and we haven't had a Mom's Knife run. I would really enjoy that kind of power. Who wouldn't? But to be honest, whatever happens, happens, and as long as we're having a good time, I don't mind. Take a look at this room setup before I finish the room here. I'm going to go and kill off one more of these guys. There's something interesting about this room setup, and I see a lot of people make this mistake. They'll come up here and shoot the poop right away. Well, if you shoot the poop, that opens up that center square, which means that the room drop will go there. If you leave the poop alone, if this room drops something, it will appear outside of the row of rocks. Let's see if we get a drop. We did. It's a troll bomb, so it doesn't really matter. But you can see if that was a key, if I had blown up the poop here before clearing the room, the key would have dropped in the middle, and I would have had to use a bomb to access it. By leaving the poop alone, when you first come into this room layout, the item will drop outside of the square. Just a little hint. You know, it's not something that will usually make a run. That kind of tip is not something that, oh, now that you know it, you know, victory is within your grasp. But those little things, they add up. First key, access our first treasure room, for, oh, I believe this is a new item that we have not received yet, the mulligan. We have had the mulligan effect in the run where we became Guppy, but this is the first time we've picked up the actual item. What the mulligan does, you can see up there at the top, it changes my arrows to a blue fly, or a blue circle with 2 ears, like a Mickey Mouse face almost. But it's supposed to be a fly. It is a blue attack fly. Every time I land a hit on an enemy, there's a chance that my hit will spawn a blue attack fly. So there's 1 hit, nothing, 2 hits, nothing, 3 hits, and now we have an attack fly. This is incredibly powerful because as your tiers go up and you start getting faster shots, you'll spawn more flies. If you get it with like technology, you'll be spawning flies all over the place. The reason the flies are so popular, or not so popular, although they are popular, so important to damage, is that every fly does 2 times your base damage. So that also means that the mulligan will scale. If I pick up something like the pentagram, the mark, the pact, it will scale with my damage. Which is great news, because it's the gift that keeps giving. I do see that Tinted Rock. I'm going to come in here first. There is my best friend, or best friend. We've talked about best friend before. It'll drop an explosive PAL. We're going to use it here. Enemies will be drawn towards it. It is glitched in that it can easily kill you if it gets stomped on by the foot, or if you use it in the room with those blood laser eyeballs. I don't mind using it because I don't have a spacebar item. So, you know, I'm not losing anything by picking it up. I would never pick it up if I had even something like Lemon Mishap. I'd probably keep over the best friend just so that there's less chance of me messing it up and getting myself instantly killed. But since I have nothing, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm also just going to use it for bombing walls and bombing rocks. I'm not going to risk using it in rooms where I could potentially game over because of the glitch with it. Uh-oh. Used that guy to open up the secret room. Also took a ton of damage. Luckily, we have the Spirit Hearts, that it's not a huge deal. Cancer. This trinket doubles your rate of fire. Probably the best trinket in the game outside of the Polaroid. The Polaroid is the best trinket in certain situations. I think Cancer is probably the overall best trinket. Now that Best Friend is charged back up, we're going to go back over here and use it on this Tinted Rock to collect the rocks. What am I looking for here? To collect what the rock contains, but also to access the 2 coins. The rock's continents. Containants. Oh my goodness. It's early. Let me just say that. It is early. That is no excuse for my butchering of the English language. But it is early. Let's move on. This room, not so bad. Just bottleneck the enemies, take them out. With your rate of fire being doubled by Cancer. With my rate of fire being doubled by Cancer. Not yours. You're not playing. Which, by the way, I'm very sorry. I wish that we could both play together. All of us could play together. Binding of Isaac multiplayer. Here's hoping that it's in Rebirth. Pretty sure it will be. Not sure if it's going to be internet or only local, though. Anyway, have 1 key, so I'm not going to use it on the shop because I only have 11 cents. I have 2 bombs. If I could bomb my way into the secret room, it would probably be worth going to the shop. I was hoping it would be over there so I could save a key. It's not over here either. Or there are still 2 possible spots for it, but I've run out of bombs. I would normally have not used all my bombs looking for the secret room, but I have Best Friend here, and so I can always charge him up and use him as a bomb. I am going to play the Demon Judgment here. Cursed Skull. Much worse than Cancer. Don't want it. Come on, buddy. Pay out. Pay out. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to go collect some hearts. I can see there are 2 spots on my mini-map up top where there are hearts. I would be remiss if I left him... Oh, well, can't get that heart. I'd be remiss if I left him and he was just 1 heart away from paying out. If he does not pay out with this half heart, I'm going to be very sad. If I had a bomb, I would blow him up out of spite, but also to increase my chance for a deal with the devil, but mostly out of spite. Let's play him one more time. He's giving me a tarot card, unless this is the Lovers. It's the Hermit. I don't have the money to go to the shop. I'm going to save it for the next floor. Let's fight Pin. Pin's pretty easy draw here. My attack fly will run up there, do 2 times my base damage. As you can see, I'm spawning more attack flies. Every hit is something like I don't know if it's a 33% chance, if it's a 25% chance. Every hit is a certain percentage chance. Probably a little less than 50. Ooh, this is nice. Super Bandage gives me 2 blue hearts plus 1 extra heart container. I'm going to come down here and give Demon Judgment that heart container that I just picked up. Although not the container, just the contents of it. By the way, contents, word I was looking for when I was trying to bomb that Spirit Rock, and I was trying to think of what I was trying to get out of it. It's contents. Okay. This guy, not so bad, just gotta watch out for the creep. He doesn't move at a speed where you really have to worry about it. Oh, and don't just sit there and take that hit. Let's pick up the red heart, pick up the heart container, go up here and see what my good buddy Satan has for me. Hey, bro, how's it go? Oh, well, you know what? That's Brimstone. We just had a Brimstone run, right? We just had one, so I don't think I'm going to take it. Brimstone would turn my shots into a bloody charge laser. Really powerful in most situations. It's also a damage up. It would be nice to take it. And then we have got Guppy's Head here. Guppy's Head would be a spacebar item. When I use it, it would spawn blue attack flies around me. I already have the mulligan, so I don't think I need extra attack flies. But I do really want to take Brimstone. I want to take... No. You know what? Like I said before, a lot of people take Brimstone. There are plenty of Brimstone runs. I'm going to have plenty too. But I don't feel like I need to take it right now. So I'm going to pass on Brimstone. And I picked up Spirit of the Night. Lets me fly. and turns my shots spectral, which is nice. I do have the best friend charged up, so that means that I can look in one more spot for the secret room. And I'm going to look over here. Let's leave him. You have to be careful because you can push him. And we got it. 3 cents. I'm 1 cent shy of being able to go to the shop this floor. Unless this fire pays out. Nope. So I'm not going to waste my my hermit card. By the way, I don't know if you realized I can fly now, and so I was able to pick up that heart without blowing up those rocks. It took me a second to remember. I almost didn't realize it. Let's get out of here. This floor has been good to us. Our heart containers are great. Our blue hearts are great. Another XL floor awaits because we are on that challenge run where every room, every floor is an XL floor. Just be careful here. Don't push them into you. Take these guys out. Because I can fly, this room is much easier. But my damage is really lacking. I often wonder if Spirit of the Night is a damage down. Because I always feel like after I pick it up, I always think, okay, great, I can fly and I have Spectral Tears. But wow, does my damage suck. Even my attack flies aren't doing as much damage as I would like. And they're doing twice my base damage. We now have enough money to go to the shop. In here we have Poison Touch. I'm going to go right from here to the shop. Fight Greed. Unfortunate. Not the end of the world, though. Take a hit, drop some money. Remember, every time you take a hit, from Greed, you lose 1 cent, and then you drop, what was it, like 2 to 4 cents? Or is it 2 or 3 cents, something like that. So I've lost 1 cent by coming in here. But Greed should be dropping plenty of money for me. Or the Steam Sale. Steam Sale would make everything in the shop half price. Nope, you just dropped a ton of money. Thank you, Greed. Awfully kind of you. Those 2 nickels will go a long way towards funding future shop purchases. Or, perhaps, future judgments. Now, because I teleported to the shop, you can see the door appears to be locked. When I clear this room, that door will open. It does not require a key. It just has the locked graphic. Excuse me. The locked graphic. But because that's the room I entered from, it will unlock when the room is clear of monsters. It does indeed save your key using the Hermit card, even if you want to go back to the shop at a later time. Okay, so I can't get close enough to these guys. This champion one, if I take a hit from him, it'll do a full heart of damage, so you have to be extra careful around the champions. There you go, champion drops an item every time you kill it. What do we have here? 2 of Spades doubles my keys, or if I have 0 keys, gives me 2. Because I have 1 key right now, if I use it, I'll double my 1 key, making it 2. If I wait until I use this key and use it, I'll get 2 keys. Because you can't double 0. So the game's mathematics gives you 2 instead of doubling 0. Yeah, there you go. That's why I like to think that the 2 of Spades is a very intelligent name, because it 2 being times 2, or plus 2 if you have 0. Pick up this change, might as well, I can fly, no harm flying over the spikes. This room, one of the many room layouts that can be very difficult if you don't have the right set of items. In this case, and in most cases, the quote-unquote right set of items is flying. It's just flying. That's the item that you want to avoid damage in most of the rooms that are set up in that pattern. And success, picking up a red heart here. I still haven't got my red heart containers filled back up from that Demon Judgment's bleeding of me on the last floor. However, even though he bled me nearly dry, he did give me this Spirit of the Night, which will help prevent lots of damage on the run. Flying is always a very good preventative item for damage. Because there's a boss trap room right here, I'm going to go into the arcade, play the blood bank, till I get down to 1 red heart, so that I can go in there. And there we go. Plenty of money. Going to leave those 2 coins there and come back for them, because I don't want to accidentally pick up the heart. And here we have a speed up. My speed was feeling a little lackluster, so getting that, not a problem. I could show off the best friend in this room, because none of the enemies here should have the ability to access the glitch where best friend instantly kills you. The glitch being a stopping or exploding effect, or a red laser beam, red blood laser. Those are the things that usually activate the instant death glitch with my best friend. But there's really no reason. These enemies are not hard. Monstro 1, no problem. Larry Jr., he might be able to get me because when there's 3 of them, sometimes it's difficult to anticipate if they're going to turn. You get too close, you get a little bit too risky, you don't have patience. One of my biggest problems playing The Binding of Isaac has been my patience. I often speed into things willy-nilly, as the saying goes, and take damage just by being a little bit too risky, not cautious enough. There we go. They're taken care of. Got a key, which is a great drop from that room, because if you recall, we still have one more item room on this floor that we need to access. Since it is Caves XL, there are 2 item rooms, I should say. So, flying in this room makes it so that it's almost impossible to take damage unless you foolishly put yourself in a position where the enemies can hit you. But because you have all this safe zone all the way around the room, there's not much this type of enemy can do to get to you. Another key. Great. Now I could just use a couple golden chests. Spend these keys on. It'd be nice. As it stands now, if I never get another key this entire drop, I can still access all the item rooms that remain. This is another room where you can put yourself in a position where you're very difficult to hit just by standing here in the middle. I'm now immune to this enemy, but as you can see, I can only hit him when he's in a position that benefits me. So, it's up to you if you want to blow through the room real fast. Oh, shoot! Did not mean to place that bomb, meant to use the pill. Fills health up. Health up is a great pill to have in the rotation. Oh, and there's another health up right there. Can you believe this? The luck on this guy. I'm going to leave it, though. I'm not going to pick that up until later. In case I need to access the blood bank again. Did I leave 2 cents and a heart in the blood bank? In the arcade, I should say. I think I might have. Do I want to go all the way back there for that, though? Probably not. Probably not. Child's Heart. Increases your heart drops. Would much rather have cancer. Look at my rate of fire with cancer. And take a look at my rate of fire without cancer. Cancer. It's helping me out. It's helping me increase my damage over time. Is that Mr. Mega? Mr. Mega gives us 5 bombs, and it just leaves that fly, disappears. And also gives all my bombs more damage and a larger blast radius. So I'm going to pick that up for sure, because I can't say no. I mean, it's a positive item, might as well pick it up, right? I could always just turn my back on it and leave, but what would be the point? So with that, we now have plenty of bombs, and our bombs are better. Both good news. Both positive things to have. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. Almost got pinned in that corner. I would love to be able to blow up that TNT when those guys are around, but as you may have noticed, I have spectral tears, so blowing up the TNT takes quite a lot of shots, and it's not predictable when you're actually going to blow it up. This room is now filled with poop. And you know, I have this desire to open up all the poop just in case there's another white heart in these poops. Even though the chances are very low. So let me just go ahead and shoot this, and let me tell you a little bit of... No, you know what? Let's not. Let's not. I was going to say, let me tell you a story while I shoot this poop, but I just realized it's going to take forever. And what boring footage. Got rid of the fire, luckily, because those guys can bump into it. Can't believe I took a hit from that spider. Very unfortunate. Not the end of the world, still have plenty of spirit hearts. I am a little concerned about my red heart situation. As you've noticed, I'm down to 1 red heart. I still have the spirit hearts to protect the red hearts and protect my life, basically. But I'm so low. I was looking at that map and thinking, I should go pick up that heart. And I remembered it's a white heart. Not picking it up till the end. Anyway, I really could use a couple good red heart drops, like full red heart drops would really benefit me here. Or a full health pill, a Sun Tarot card. Half a red heart, not horrible, not going to complain about that. It's a step in the right direction. Let's look up here. Got the spitters. These guys, as long as you're far enough away, you have plenty of opportunity to dodge their slow-moving shots. This one's a champion, so he'll hit me for a full heart of damage if he landed a shot, but he did not. Dropped the penny. Not what I needed. This room, if you just stand here in the middle because you can fly, these guys cannot scale the rocks, and so room is solved. Just like that. Champion one's going to drop half a red heart. Nice. White pill, that could be a full health pill. Some balls of steel, that potentially is even better. The 2 extra spirit hearts is very nice. Very, very nice. Help protect my red hearts. Help ensure that I have a better chance for a deal with the devil on this floor. And if I give those red heart containers to the deal with the devil, my character gives the devil the empty containers rather than the full ones. So, that's a positive. This room I'm going to show off the best friend. I'm going to use it. You see the enemies are drawn to it, not to me. And then it blows up and does bomb damage to all the enemies around it. I don't usually use that item because of all the potential glitches, but in a room like this, there was nothing in there that could have caused the instant death glitch to activate. So it was a safe room to use it on, and I hadn't actually shown that item off in a room with enemies. I only described it before. I believe that's the second, maybe even third time we've gotten that item. Or at least seen the item. So it's not a new item, but since I didn't show it off last time, I felt it was fine to show it off this time in a safe and controlled environment. That's how you should always do your science. You should always do your science in a safe and controlled environment. Another red heart and a coin. There's one room up there that I haven't gone to, but I'm going to go fight the boss first. We have Gertie. Gertie, not a great boss to be fighting at this point. Ouch. But I should be able to position myself over this rock and not take much damage. And the problem is position myself over the rock, so I won't be able to hit him. But I can do things like scoot back down across this rock when his shot comes in and completely botch it. My damage is just not where it needs to be for the Gertie fight. You can see how long it's taking to get his health down. I'm going to throw a couple bombs in there because I'm playing so poorly. As I continue to take hits, constantly taking these hits. Oh, shoot. Screwed that bomb placement up. There we go. That should take him down. That fight could have gone a lot better. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I could have done much better in that fight. However, it's not the end of the world. We had plenty of spirit hearts. We're not at any risk of dying. This is a tears up, and it's not just a tears up, it's a good tears up. So let's take it. Can you hear that? Tick, 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 tick. Very, very fast shots. Both because of that tears up, which greatly increased my tears, but also then cancer doubles that tear up. So it's like I've gotten more than one tear up from that. I touched him with my poison touch, not on purpose. The Fallen is a fantastic boss to be fighting right here, because the Fallen will give me a Devil Room item, and as long as I don't take too much damage, should be okay here. Kicked in one of my super bombs. Did tons of damage, because I hit them both. There we go, 1 down, 2 down. Mom's Knife. This is our first time getting this item. No deal with the devil. I'm going to take it. Stabby, stabby, stabby. I'm no longer firing tears. I'm now throwing the knife. Hold down the arrow, let go to toss it out. If you just touch it, you just do a little. I don't know if you can hear me hitting the arrow key. If you hold it and let go, it does a longer range. Mom's Knife does massive damage. It's a damage multiplier. My understanding is that every time you pick up the Mom's Knife, it does a roll. Like an internal RNG type of roll, random number generator type of roll, to decide how much it multiplies your damage by. But even if you get a low roll on that, it's still a good damage up. I think the lowest it can be is like 2.5 times your damage. And I think it can go up to maybe like 5 times your initial damage. Which is great. It also has a piercing effect, and the damage is done for as long as the knife is inside of the enemy. So you can throw the knife, it'll hit an enemy, and it will continue to dish out that damage as the knife passes through the enemy and then as it comes back to you. So, tons of damage on Mom's Knife. I went and got that white heart. As you'll recall, if we take that to the next floor, it becomes a heart container. I don't think we need it, because I think we're doing fine for health. but are you really going to turn down a free health container? It's not completely free. It does have an opportunity cost. I'm wasting a little bit of time here picking it up. But honestly, in a game like this, that's a very low cost. So let's go down to the next floor. This will also be an XL floor because we're on the XL challenge run. Game's a little laggy here. It appears to have locked up while it's spawning an XL floor. And there we go. Pick the depths instead of Necropolis, so thank you, game. I appreciate that. The knife with the zombies can be a little tricky because sometimes it does damage the face, which basically means it does no damage. And other times you can get it in there and it will hit the heart. There we go. Or not the heart, the brain. There we go, and get in there, get in there. There we go. Mom's knife, dishing out damage, killing these guys in one hit. Doing very well. You gotta watch out with Mom's knife because the range is pretty low. Even with my really good range, where it goes maybe a third of the way across the room, it's still much less than your tier range. Oh, hit him once and then caught him on the return just before he landed. Oh, a hit on me. Not killing those guys in one hit though. I could still use some damage ups. Mom's knife is great. It's a great base to build damage up on, but of course it doesn't have to be the max that you hit. If you get something like a sign, the mark I should say, or the pact, not the sign. I called it the sign in the last run too. The mark or the pact, you can increase the damage of Mom's heart or Mom's knife. So that's good. What am I doing now? Looking for item rooms mostly. If we got to the boss, I think I would probably still want to go to the item rooms first, because this isn't a done deal. A couple of really bad rooms can knock me out of commission here. I'm only down to 2.5 spirit hearts. This room is great with flying because you can just fly over and collect all the bombs, and you have to use none of them. There is a tinted rock. Good thing we just picked up all of those bombs. Am I right? Mom's knife. Ouch. Poison touch helping me out there. Mom's knife will also still allow me to spawn the mulligan attack flies, which is great. You don't lose out on the mulligan attack flies when you pick up Mom's knife. Let's open this up. Tarot card is the Tower. Don't want it. I'm more likely to hurt myself with it. And I have more than enough bombs that I don't need it to clear out rooms or anything like that, or check for secret rooms or blow up slot machines. Other things that card can usually be useful for, I don't need it because my bomb level is just sufficient. The amount of bombs I have far outnumber the need of the needs that I have for bombs. I have way more bombs than I'm going to need. That's what I'm trying to say here. The Emperor would teleport me to the boss. I'm going to hold on to the Two of Spades because I plan on exploring a good portion of this floor, because I don't want to just abandon 2 treasure rooms. I just don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Hiding over the rock with Mom's knife, always a good time, because Mom's knife will pass over the rocks, even without spectral tears. But you can look at the knife and tell it has a little bit of a spectral effect. Ow. Because of my spectral tears. Makes it a little translucent. I think this is going to be greed, but I'm going to pop my Two of Spades and then go in here. It is indeed greed. I thought it would be greed. XL floors count as the... Oh my goodness. A lot of money though. XL floors count as floor number 2. So when we got Grieve on the Cave XL, that was like getting him on XL2. And if you get him on XL2, you're going to get him on Depths 2. Unless there's another mini-boss, or if he is hiding in the secret room instead of the shop. So because I got him on Caves 2, I knew he would be here on Depths 2. I just didn't know if he would be in the shop, or if he would be in the secret room. I was hoping he would be in the secret room, because I have a lot of money, and I'd love to spend it at the shop. But alas, there is no more shops. First item room contains another bomb item. This one's Mr. Boom. Mr. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together, you and me forever. Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Boom is just a big bomb that you can use with the spacebar. I think it recharges every 2 rooms. 2 of Diamonds doubles my money. Not that I'm going to need it, because I have money galore. The Devil increases my damage. might be worth holding on to the devil. And I don't really need cancer anymore because my rate of fire bonus from cancer is just going to make my knife charge faster. My knife already charges pretty fast. That's what I really wanted. I wanted 2 soul hearts, and then I want to move on. But you know what? I might just tolerate 1, and then I'll blow this guy up using Mr. Boom. Mom's Pearl increases the chance for Spirit Heart drops by 10%. Matchstick increases the chance of stuff that you open, chests and whatnot, giving you bombs as well as bomb drops from rooms. Give up. I'm thinking about it. Asking later. How much later? Another playing card. What do we have here? 2 of diamonds again. Pop 1. Carry the other. We have 99 cents. Oh, I was going to use Mr. Boom, but instead I planted a bomb. Well, we'll use Mr. Boom someplace else. Maybe on a boss or something. To be honest, with Mr. Mega Bombs, Mr. Boom does not seem that appealing. We're going to use it right here. Just going to come in here and just going to space it. Look at his big happy face. Boom! 1 soul heart. Or spirit heart. Or what have you. The piercing effect of Mom's knife killed the one and then killed whatever spawned from it, which is very nice. It's because it just does the damage. It just dishes out the damage. Even on a low damage run like this, it's still very nice. New pill, haven't tried it out. Let's test the pill. Let's just give it a little, just a little taste. Range up. With Mom's knife, range actually is converted into damage. So a range up actually is a damage increase on Mom's knife, which is a very interesting, interesting dynamic. Kill these guys off real quick. And 1 more. There we go. The only thing I'm missing, I think, to make this run... Well, this run's awesome already. But to make it even better, what I would really like... And of course everybody knows Polyphemus, damage ups, Max's head. I'm thinking a couple of orbiters would be nice. A couple pretty flies would go a long way towards protecting me. Because, to be honest, I just don't have the skill to avoid taking damage. Another pill we haven't seen. You just crack open the top of the capsule and take the contents and luck up. Nice. Not super important, but it's not a negative effect, so I consider that to be great. Opening this for another health container. We're doing plenty well. We're doing very well. We're doing mighty fine. There we go. Mighty fine when it comes to red heart containers. And keys, and bombs, and cents. To be honest, we're doing pretty well on all consumables. There's still 1 more item room somewhere on this floor. I was about to just charge into that boss thinking, well, I already got the item room. But no, let's look for the second item room before we go in there, and there it is. Take care of these guys. I'm not going to make a comment about how in the last video I said if you take a hit from guts, it's because you're being impatient or not careful. I just took a hit from the guts, so, you know, obviously I fell into that same issue. Now this is quad shot. Quad shot with Mom's knife. I don't remember if those two interact well or not. I want to say quad shot is a plus damage up and then a times, like a lowers your multiplier or something. Because every one of those tiers, usually when you shoot you hit with 4 tiers. So it might be an individual shot damage down, but an overall damage up. With Mom's knife, it probably is just like a damage up, or, I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. I'm hoping it's a damage up. When you pick it up without Mom's knife, it's definitely beneficial. When you pick it up with Mom's knife, I'm not entirely sure. And when we look at the boss, the amount of damage we're doing to the boss, we'll be able to tell, I think, if it was a damage up or not. There are some, what can I say, there are some mechanics of the game that I'm not 100% familiar with. Still, getting quad shot, I believe, might be a new item for us, and so that's good. It looks like it was a damage, well, our damage was already pretty low with Mom's knife, so maybe it wasn't a damage down. Oh, just stare at Monstro while he smiles at me, and I smile back at him. We've unlocked something sticky in the depths. And the burnt penny. I believe the game is acting as though we just completed the challenge run, because I believe the burnt penny is reward for this challenge run. Let's actually fight Mom and see if it unlocks anything extra. I'm right here. Let's hold the knife out. Let's do tons of damage. Boom. You don't have to shoot the knife to do damage. You can just hold it. Just kind of hold it here, and it will do damage. Not actually tossing it. It just does contact damage. Awesome. Unfortunately, I can't skip the credits. I could skip the ending video, but I can't skip the credits. So let me go ahead and crank this up. That's nice, right? I enjoy this song quite a bit. I've told you before. There's something... It's... I can't quite describe it. It gives me like a little bit of a chill. But I also think it's very cool. And, interestingly enough, I'm recording this on a Sunday, having just gotten back from church. So, I enjoy that. I find that to be a very soothing, yet creepy song. Anyway, we completed the challenge. We unlocked the burnt penny. And something... Or there's something icky. Let's take a look here. The burnt penny is a trinket. When you pick it up, every coin you pick up has a 50% chance of dropping a bomb. And something sticky. What could that be? I know. Do I want to spoil it for you? Sure I do. That's Gish. Gish from one of Edmund McMillan's other games, called Gish. It's a variation on like a Monstro-esque enemy. And so that's good. That's good news. 125 items too. We're doing pretty well. We've unlocked more than half of the secrets. So let's keep up the good work. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if there's anything I screwed up, please let me know in the comments. I'm always looking to improve my play. So let me know. I need your help to help me become a better player. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good day, y'all.